Hi guys, it's Barney and welcome back to another Geoguessr Duels video. In this video we will try to get into the top 20 in the leaderboard, so let's head into our first game. Alright, we are in. It looks really dry. We will go this direction. Let's look at the license plate. It is European. We have some language here. It looks German. For Germany, if we could see some pedestrian sign, it would be really great, as it makes a really big difference between Austria, Switzerland and Germany. But here I don't see any of those, so let's just go even further and see if somewhere they display it. Or maybe somewhere we can see a country code. That would be great as well. It says AT, which should yield to Austria. But I don't know the country code, but Austria should be just Austria. Let's guess the capital, Vienna. Let's see where he goes, probably somewhere the same place. Indeed. And in the first round of the first game there's no damage done. Let's go to round 2. Alright, it's a bit more rural. We have a flag there, which I don't think is a country flag. Here's a sign. It looks like the Bangladesh sign. Let's guess Dhaka. He might go up to the other city. No, he doesn't. Let's see where it was, and it was India. That's why I didn't want to go to the other city in the here called Sylhet, because I knew that it's similar to India. We have the Mexican style of ball there. We are in the northern hemisphere. Should I just guess Mexico based on that one pole? If I don't find anything else, I will just go with Mexico City, just based on that. But this looks really not something from there. Maybe I should have go to the Arabic Peninsula, and it was indeed Kyrgyzstan. But the round is really weird. It's either Senegal, Israel or Kyrgyzstan. Alright, we are in the southern hemisphere and it looks like Indonesia. Let's see what we have here. No language, of course. Maybe if we move a bit even further. We have the Colombian cross here. So let's just go to Colombia, the capital, and see if he can find some useful information as well. And he finds a bit even more useful, and I hope he's not right. But I cannot see his sign. He went Indonesia and it was indeed... No, he went Malaysia and it was indeed Malaysia. Then I believe that that Colombian cross can be found in more places. The license plates look like from the Southeast Asia. I think I should just go Indonesia here. There's not much to go off about. Tanjung Pinang. I don't think we will be able to find it. Did I place down a guess? I thought I put down a guess, so I was like really safe about it. And then again, after yesterday's fail, or maybe it was 2 days ago, I did it again. Let's go to game number 2 and hope that we don't miss out on anything today. This looks South Korean. Maybe it's the right city, I'm not sure. And he was in the right city. What was it called? It was just the capital. Alright, he was 1 kilometer away, pretty good guess from him. There's a sign here, but first let's look at the we have not European license plate, so I will just go Moscow and let's see where he goes. He went basically the same place and it was just Ukraine, so we are basically even now. We have the European license plate. I don't recognize the language. Is this Bulgaria? Maybe Romania. I guess a bit northern, closer to border. And it was Latvia. Wow. We were both pretty far. But I mean, he went to Ireland. And it didn't look like Irish. Alright, we are on the beach. We are in the northern hemisphere. And we have some language here. I think I will guess Oman. Muscat. Maybe it's UAE, but this shouldn't be that far from it. He guessed Athens and it was indeed Muscat. Like, Oman feels even drier than the UAE, that's why I went there. We have some language here. Do we have the... No, we don't have. Which way are we? I cannot tell, but I will just go Mexico City if I don't find anything else. Let's see where he went. He went to Germany and it was indeed Mexico City. We won this by a lot. And the thing is, the first round we lost it. One reason was a mistake, but I think we would have still lose it. But there could be a pretty big difference between the level of opponents and maybe even in the way I'm playing. So let's just go to game number 3 and let's hope that this round I will play good and will be able to beat my opponent. Alright, we are in. The sun is toward east. We have a short license plate. Can we catch up to that truck? Maybe not. Let's see the other direction if we can get closer to it. Is this double guardrail? No, I don't think so. We have... Oh, we had some language there. Debris flow bridge. It's to the north, so I guess Australia. And hope that we are not that far away. He went to the northern hemisphere and it was New Zealand. I thought about going to New Zealand, but I didn't commit to it. But we have more New Zealandic rounds than what we have in Australia. Alright, we have a really rural round. The sun, I think, is to the north. I have never seen this Google car. I think this should just be Australia. Like somewhere in the northern part. I will guess Brisbane. Probably he won't have any idea neither. And hope that he doesn't find any sign in the middle of nowhere. He's going Ghana. He's going Benin. It doesn't even have a coverage. And it was indeed Australia. If we guessed Sydney, we get him out of the game. But anyways, I think we will manage to take him out. We have the Ecuadorian card race here. Let's just guess and hope it's indeed Ecuador. But I mean, I can imagine this is Ecuador based on the looks as well. Let's see where he went. He went nowhere, and it was indeed Ecuador, so we get him out of the game in round 3. It was a pretty easy round, so let's just go to the next round. But before it, I see that we are already in 16th place, and my goal was to get into the top 20 today, so it's pretty good results already. Let's go to the next round. Alright, we are in. I cannot see much here. Anagsamreda, it looks Scandinavian language. Maybe Norway. I put down my guess in Bergen. Yes, it's indeed Norway. And let's see where he goes. He goes around the same place, and it was indeed Bergen. I could have just guessed it a bit closer. I put it in the middle of the water. Here we have the Thai language. Let's just guess Bangkok and hope we are not that far away. He went to the same place, and it was in an island, but basically no damage done here. Let's go to round 3. We have some language here. There's not much. Sun is towards south, so we should be in the northern hemisphere, and probably in the USA. Looks like for me the western coast for some reason. Let's guess San Francisco and hope we are not that far away. I hope at least the country is right. And it wasn't right, it's Canada. He had a really good guess. I didn't know anything about this part. We have a black gobble car. The sun is towards south. I mean, I don't know much about it. That's the thing. And I have no other idea. He went Chile, and it was Peru. Whoa. We had two really tough rounds here. The round 4 and round 3. And basically I had no chance. So let's just go to the next round. And we've already played once against him, it says. We have some road marks here. We have the Italian license plate. But I don't know where in Italy this could be. I mean, we should just guess a really rural place here. Maybe somewhere here could work. Let's guess and see where he goes. He goes Turkey, and it was Romania. It was weird because there were Italian license plates, I believe, and they don't have it in Romania. But maybe they were tourists or something. We also have the Italian license plates here. I can't really see the sign, but here we might see some information. I guess a bit northern here, like Milan. Let's see where he went. He went Peru, and it was indeed Milan. So we did a great deal of damage on him. I don't know how he came up with Peru. Alright, we have quite a lot of horses here. We have a sign which is Cyrillic. Should I go somewhere in the Middle East? I will guess Chelyabinsk. And let's see where is it. I'm really interested because it looks like dry, it looks a bit eastern than Moscow, but I don't really know. Let's see where he went. He didn't go anywhere, and it was just Kazakhstan, Taraz. I was thinking also about going to Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan or Mongolia, but I wasn't sure, so I just stayed with Russia, and it paid out. Maybe we can get really close to the top 10 with one more game, which I think will be the last one for today. So let's just go into the next game and see how good our opponent does and how good we will do. Alright, we are in. We have a road sign here with a cap. Unfortunately, I can't remember which country has it, but if I had to guess, I would guess Austria, and it's indeed Austria. Let's go to Vienna and hope we are not that far away. I believe Serbia has a similar sign. Why is he zooming into South America? Now he's doing better, and he will just guess the middle of Austria, and it was indeed just near the capital, Eisenstadt. So we did a little damage here. We have the American sign here. I don't see much. The sun is to our south, so we should be quite in the middle Americas, but I will still guess around here, because I think this should be yes, and it was indeed Peru. So based on the sun, it seemed like we are in the northern hemisphere, but it doesn't actually tell the hemisphere. It's a bit different, which if I will have time I will explain. I guess Kiev, because we had the Ukrainian sign there. There's a European license plate here, and now we can, no it's not, but this one is, and it has some language. It says BE. I will just go with Belgium based on that. Maybe close to the Netherlands. He goes to the Netherlands, and it was indeed just close to it, but in Belgium, so we did a great deal of damage. This looks really Nordic. We of course have the European license plate. There should be some flags here. There's a Dutch flag, but we only have white license plates. Let's look at this sign here. It's not that useful. It's indeed either Norway or Sweden. I think this time I will go Sweden here, go to Stockholm. Let's see where it was, and it was just Denmark. Yes, it was Denmark, and he was closer. He did quite a big damage, which I'm not happy about. Let's see if we can see some signs here. I believe we should have European license plate, but I cannot really tell. And this east or south, so it's northern hemisphere. And we have wooden paws, so this should be Canada. But we're in Canada because it's a really big country. country. We have a river here, but I don't think it's big enough to be able to tell where this can be. And no, I won't go Canada, I will guess Stockholm again. Let's see where he went. He went a bit western, and it's enough damage to get him out of the game. I'm glad that we found that sign in the last second, because I would have went to Canada. So yes, it was pretty useful. We got to 11th place in this video. I think we did pretty well, as we won 4 rounds out of 6. So it's a bit of an improvement compared to last Geoguessr Duels videos. So yes, I'm really happy about the results. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.